everybody. We are coming to you live from Martz Hall in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, as we have some semifinals. North Schuylkill taking on Potts Grove. Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Carlbon, alongside my colleague tonight, Corrine Fritz. How are you doing tonight?
I'm very well, thank you.
As we have some semifinal basketball, and what are you most likely looking forward to tonight in this famous Martz Hall?
First of all, I think it's going to start filling up rather nicely. I think the students are a little late coming here, but they will make their way in. We have two very familiar opponents. They both compete in Division I of the Schuylkill League. They've played each other twice. They know each other. North Schuylkill has come out on top on both times, but I think it's always tough to beat a team 3 times, so we'll see what we have in play for tonight.
Pine Grove coming in tonight at 13-10, 8-6 in the Schuylkill League. They're coached by Kyler Burke, who is coming off of a very close win on Saturday against Minersville, and they are led by Colleen Feltley. What's she going to have to do tonight in order to get her team on top?
Well, she comes in averaging 11.7 points per game, and she's definitely the leader on the team, not only in scoring but also just her leadership capability as a senior. And I think they pretty much run when she's playing well. I think the overall team plays well. They're going to really have to handle North Schuylkill's pressure, because they're going to play you the entire length of the floor for 32 minutes and force you to get that ball up. And when they're playing full court man pressure like that, it's going to be very difficult to set up in an offense. So they're really going to have to make good decisions and make good basketball decisions.
Now, North Schuylkill, on the other hand, coached by Rich Wetzel in his 7th year, they are 14-0 in league play and 20-2 overall on the year. And they're led by Maddie Wetzel, who's leading the team in points and three-pointers. She is having a terrific year, and now her team has already established themselves as one of the powerhouse in this league. What are they going to have to do tonight to beat Pineville and move on to the championship round?
Well, to beat Pine Grove, I think they just have to play North Schuylkill basketball. I think their recipe for success is well established in the league this year and in previous years since Rich has taken over. He's a former North Schuylkill graduate. He's a 1,000-point scorer. His daughter, Maddie, she's averaging 20.4 points per game. She's going to Bloomsburg University. But she's not alone in that scoring threat. We also have Cameron Mengel. She's going to Elizabethtown to play, and then Savannah Gorillick is also going to Lebanon Valley. So you have a lot of scoring threats. They score a lot of points. They like to score a lot of points, but they play great defense, and they score a lot of their points off of that defensive pressure. So Pine Grove has to do and find a way to handle that pressure tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and we're going to be moments away from that. And when we come back, we'll have you with our sideline hit. And right now you're watching the D11 Sports Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. We'll be right back.
I'm be legend for life. 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 I said I'm be legend for life. Back against the wall where you go turn. Wanna see you crash, wanna see you burn. But you gotta stay tall, gotta wait your turn. Cause through trials, that's what legend.
Concussions are serious. 3 million sport, recreation, and auto accident-related concussions happen each year. 20% of high school athletes who play contact sports will suffer a concussion during the season. St. Luke's is the region's leader in assessing, managing, and treating concussions in athletes and non-athletes of all ages. Our multi-specialty teams of experts collaborate to care for you using the latest treatment options. Don't play head games, take concussion seriously. Call St. Luke's to schedule an appointment with one of our concussion experts.
We are back here at the famous Martz Hall, and right now we're going to send you down to our sideline reporters with their hit, with Luke Stefanisco and Anna Howland.
Hi, I'm Anna Howland here with Luke Stefanisco of North Schuylkill. Tonight we're covering the North Schuylkill Pine Grove girls basketball game. We spoke with the coaches.
I had the chance to speak with Rich Wetzel of North Schuylkill before the game. He described today as business as usual, though it may not be, considering the fact this is the 3rd time the Spartans will face the Cardinals. Tonight, they'll try and use their offensive attack using the seniors Maddie Wetzel and Cameron Mengel to try and push the offense, while also using a full court press to try and put pressure on the Cardinals. If they can put the pressure on, score at the rim, and score from the three-point line, I think they can come out with a victory tonight.
I spoke with the coach of Pine Grove, and the biggest focus tonight is to play good defense. They really want to try to lock in North Schuylkill's top scorers and slow them down. They need to handle the pressure offensively, play tight defense, and really take care of the basketball. If the girls can do that, stay calm, put some points up, they should be able to come out. Back to you guys.
Thank you, guys. Luke, a student of North Schuylkill, and Anna, a student of Lee Heighton. they covered pretty much basically everything, it sounds like.
They did a great
but
job.
We'll take a look at our keys to the game as we take a look here, and tell me what you think.
Yeah, for Pine Grove area, like our student reporters have already mentioned, limit turnovers against the pressure defense, because North Schuylkill has a tremendous ability to turn those into quick, easy points. And the game can get away from you very quickly because of that. So Pine Grove really wants to try to contain that, limit their turnovers, and slow the game down. So for North Schuylkill, consequently, it's the pressure defense and just that transition offense and keep moving and grooving and score, and they score a pile of points. They're averaging 65 points per game, and they're only giving up 39. So they're only allowing their opponent score maybe 10 points per quarter. So there's a big point differential, as opposed to Pine Grove. They're only outscoring their opponents by 2 points. So it's always a close game for Pine Grove. So we'll see if they can handle the pressure tonight.
Now, Karina, I have a quick question for you. Last time Pine Grove beat North Schuylkill, it was all the way back in 2017. Pre-pandemic, basically. Yeah. And so do you think there's a little bit of a fire there for Pine Grove? Just wanted to get out here and beat North Schuylkill.
Oh, and I think so too. You have Kyler Burke in his 4th year as head coach. I mean, he's taken over this program and he's doing a wonderful job. The girls are starting to buy into what he's selling defensively and the pressure. And, this is a great opportunity as a young coach to be in this position against a veteran coach and a veteran squad.
Yeah, as we're going to take a look here at our starting lineups, as we have North Schuylkill over here with Olivia Burke, Galrick, Cameron Mangle, who we talked about in pregame, having a tremendous year, averaging 16 points a game, Maddie Wetzel and Maddie Hall. And who sticks out for you here on North Schuylkill, as we already talked about in pregame?
Well, definitely, I think those top 3, Maddie Wetzel, Cameron Mangle, and Savannah Gorillik, are definitely the scoring punch. Olivia Burke is a slicer and dicer. She can come up and score also, and Maddie Hall is a great defensive player, making good decisions to pass the ball.
Now, Pine Grove, on the other hand, Coons, Fetley, Becker, and Haynes, and Stewart. How about that lineup?
That's a really solid lineup. And, anybody on that team can have a good night scoring at will.
Great job with the national anthem there. Sorry about that, Karina. I didn't know they were going to go straight to the national anthem like that. But so yeah, continue your thoughts about Pine Grove here.
Yeah, they do have a solid starting 5. He does a really great job. That sophomore that I want to point down also, Schneck Haynes. She's a big girl inside, about 5'10". She averages 7.2 points per game, but she's a nice-sized girl inside that North Schuylkill is going to have to contend with throughout the night.
DM2 Security is a locally owned and operated security company presently serving most all of Pennsylvania. They provide all phases of security services for your home and business. They offer free estimates and have a very competitive pricing and superior customer service. Let DM2 Security start protecting you today. Check them out on the web at www.dm2security.com. It's a small price to pay for your peace of mind. If you are a student from any District 11 school district and are interested in broadcasting, journalism, or photography, check out d11sports.com. Follow your dream and get close to the action as you take part in our student internship program. For more information, contact or reach out to your athletic director or Al DiCarlo or Dave at d11sports.com. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Man, need some water after all those. But the winner of this game will take on the winner of Blue Mountain and Meriden later tonight on Friday. And what's a little preview like for that game later on tonight?
You know what? Marion is actually coming off a bye, and Blue Mountain just played the other night against the Tri-Valley Lady Dogs and defeated them on Saturday night. So Blue Mountain is still in game mode, where Marion, went through about 2 weeks of practice, maybe not had that game time action. So, there might be advantage, disadvantage there, depending upon how you look at it. But I'm interested. I think that's going to be a really good quality basketball game with two really good quality teams.
I think we're going to have back-to-back 2 good basketball games tonight, as we're just seconds away from tip-off here between the North Schuylkill Lady Spartans and the Penn Grove Cardinals.
And I want to give a shout out to our fellow officials. Worked with all 3 of these gentlemen over the years. Mr. Joe Gerchak, Mr. Jeff Zoltak, and Robert Banzoff will be our officials tonight.
Now, Crean, you're an official. Does it get hostile in this famous Martz Hall?
Never. Never. It's always good.
As we are underway here from Martz Hall, and North Schuylkill wins the tip. As Maddie Wetzel gets her shot blocked by Marissa Stort there, start off today's basketball game. Quick and aggressive start there that we were expecting from North Schuylkill.
And good defensive transition.
As Maddie Wetzel is inbounding the ball, finds Hall. As they swing it over to Garlick, and she hits for 3. Getting North Schuylkill off to a very early 3-0 lead. As Penn Grove is going to have to be able to do smart possessions to keep this thing close. Marissa Stort.
And North Schuylkill, they'll use that full court pressure, but they will sag down back into a zone.
As Stort pulls up mid-range and overshoots the rim there a little bit, and the ball goes out of bounds, and North Schuylkill will take the possession here.
Yeah, you can see that skip pass over and that great shot by Savannah Garulik for 3 points to get North Schuylkill on the board.
North Schuylkill is definitely going to want to control the tempo today, as they most commonly do. As Burke swings it over. Had an inside pass there, couldn't find it. Wetzel working her defender down. That mid-range just off there is Pine Grove looking to get on the board here.
So last 2 possessions down, Pine Grove doing a nice job breaking that pressure over half court. Now they can take a second, take a look, be able to move the ball around. Thought about a 3 there.
Yeah, as they kick it inside down to Haynes, and Haynes loses the ball but picked up by Stort. And she cannot connect. As the ball is out of bounds, and North Schuylkill will take it.
And Pine Grove has over, I officiated 4 times this season. I officiated their games, and they've gotten better and better as a defensive team.
Wetzel working the inbound, and she finds her.
There's a great block by Felty.
Hall working inside, a great pass there.
That's a great cut. Great cut by Maddie Wetzel.
Great job there to find Wetzel.
That's the difference. She's a seasoned basketball player. She knows how to move without the ball.
As Marissa Stort trying to take it right to the rim and goes out of bounds, but don't worry, they get to maintain possession here.
So here you're going to see a skip pass, and then you see Maddie Wetzel diving, face cutting, and the basket's up, and an easy 2.
As Brianna Stort gets the inbound. Marissa Stort, excuse me there. Pine Grove just trying to get something going. They can't really, trying to attack the inside and take it away from North Schuylkill, but it's not really working for them right now. As Feltley taking it inside in her mid-range, can't connect. North Schuylkill with the rebound, and they're going quick.
And this is what North Schuylkill does so well. They score in transition, and that is going to be a quick timeout by Coach Burke. So there is the Mengel up to Burke, and they always have their eyes up wherever they're out in the court. And Coach Wetzel, you'll hear him in a scrimmage and stuff. He'll say eyes up all the time so that you can see your players ahead of you.
Now North Schuylkill up 7-0 here early. Now, if you were Pine Grove, just to get the gears flowing, what would you be saying in your huddle right now?
You got to get back on defense. You can't stand there, watch and watch that missed shot. They're going to push. They're going to get that rebound, and they're gone. They're gone. So you got to get back. Got to get back.
And let's see if they can get on the board here, as they're going to have the possession coming out of this timeout. They'll score 7-0 with 5:25 in the first.
Yeah, they need to score. You can't get this out of control. They got to get a bucket here.
Stewart swings over to the middle. That ball is out of bounds, but Pine Grove keeps possession. Feltley will be inbounding the ball here for Pine Grove. And she finds Feltley. Feltley swings it inside to Haynes, and Haynes can't hit from the free throw line, but don't worry, they get the offensive board. And Stewart works the short corner. Good read there, just can't execute it. As we have what seems to be a controversial call here in Martall. Stewart swings it over to Feltley. Nunes back over to Stewart. Inside to Haynes, and she swings over to Feltley, and Feltley's pulling up. As her shot looked to be blocked. As right there is what's North Schuylkill's bread and butter.
Yep, and that's a very similar play to what we saw about 30 seconds ago, where a missed shot, they get the rebound, they outlet, and now we have Maddie Hall at the line shooting 2.
North Schuylkill still leading 7-0 with 4:35 on the clock. Maddie Hall at the line to shoot 2. She's 10 for 14 on the year. Make that 11 for 15. And she goes 2 for 2 there at the line.
And every time North Schuylkill scores, it allows them to get in that full court press.
Yes,
which is an advantage for North Schuylkill to be able to set up.
Haynes inside, can't catch the ball. As Wetzel swings over to Hall. As Wetzel gets the miss. And stays here with North Schuylkill. Checking in, Christina Becker for Pine Grove. And Addison Zimmerman. As Burke is inbounding it here for North Schuylkill. Inside, posts working the paint, and that shot falls there for Cameron Mangle. 11-0 with 4 minutes on the clock here in the first.
And Pine Grove definitely has to attack the basket. I think they got some good shots and some good looks. They're doing a nice job moving the ball, hitting the high post. And there's a nice look underneath.
Can't fall.
Great look, though. Great look.
They're getting good looks.
Yeah.
It's just not executing at the end. As Burke is here, swings over to the corner to Hall. And Hall swings it down low to Burke, and you see the cuts that North Schuylkill is making.
They're very good without the ball.
Yes, the team chemistry is there.
And they're moving, and it's almost like they anticipate each other's movements.
Yes, that's a good way to put it, yeah.
They've been playing so long. There's a nice take by Gorillick.
Out of bounds.
Last touch by Gorillick, yeah. So again, even on this, even though North Schuylkill didn't score, it still allows them to set up that full court pressure.
As Feltley wanting to slow it down, but I feel like when you slow it down, North Schuylkill's defense is just right there in your face.
They are, and they just extend, and yeah, and they're content. It's 11. They're doing their job. It's 11 to nothing.
Zimmerman back over to Feltley. Feltley leading the team in scoring. And tonight she has not been on the board, but neither has Pine Grove. As Feltley might get on it here, and there she is.
That's a nice shot. She has a real nice release on that. They needed that shot big time.
11-2, North Schuylkill leads here. Great catch there by Burke in the corner. Might have to play football in her free time.
Yeah.
That shot doesn't fall for Mangle. And Feltley and Pine Grove trying to answer on another possession here. Over to Ferrari. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Becker. Feltley for 3. That shot can't fall.
Nice rebound by Burke. Good push ahead to Wetzel.
Wetzel swings it all the way to the other side of the court and inside. And
That's a nice block. Good defensive recovery because she face cut and she had a wide open look, but that was a quick recovery and knock it out of bounds.
now, how do you coach that as North Schuylkill moving without the ball? Because it seems like these girls, the chemistry is just there. Now, is that just something that comes naturally, or do you have to coach that?
I think these girls have played a million basketball games, and there's a good bucket. Hustle play by Savannah Gorillick. And you see the shot goes up, and Gorillick gets great position, strong rebound up.
It's a good
Converts
bucket.
on the bucket, and now she goes to the line and potentially add on another one.
Gorillick shooting 32 for 51 on the year. And she completes the N1. 13-2 here, or 14-2, excuse me, with 1:50 here in the first. Feltley breaking the D, and Stewart for 3, and she hits.
That's nice. Good ball movement, good decision.
As North Schuylkill trying to answer quick, and they can't, but Burke gets the offensive board. Gorillick swings over to the corner. And Burke with the offensive board. And she gets the tough shot.
It was a tough finish. Might have been a little bit of contact through that she was able to put that up and in as well.
As that pass goes out of bounds, but it was tipped by North Schuylkill.
And this is a good kick out, and this is what Pine Grove has to do a little bit more of. Penetrate in and then kick it out, get set, and be able to catch. If you catch that clean, that should be a shot right up and in.
I feel like when you're going against a fast team, you also sort of have to play fast. And when you slow it down, it just gives them time to catch their breath. As Stewart was trying to hit another 3 there, but North Schuylkill gets the board. Moving quick.
Wow, look at that pass by Mangle.
Excellent pass.
Woo. I'm not sure how she got that through there.
Mangle threading the needle there. And here comes Pine Grove. 3-on-3 basketball. Stewart inside. Her shot was blocked by Burke. And North Schuylkill kicks it up.
And see, Burke took 3 dribbles, and every single dribble, her head was looking up straight down the court for Mangle.
Wetzel with that bucket there. 20-5 with 15 seconds here in the first. Feltley working the paint.
Good swing.
Over Nunes for 3. That shot does not fall. And your score at the end of the first is North Schuylkill 20, Pine Grove 5. You're watching the D11 Sports Game of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
Are you searching for a place where you belong? Where your fitness matters? Regardless of what shape you're in, St. Luke's Fitness and Sports Performance Centers have a professional team that will help you meet or exceed your fitness goals. With locations throughout the region and nationally recognized fitness experts, you'll become a member of a supportive fitness community. We call it Extraordinary Fitness. Visit us online to start your free 7-day membership and let us help you thrive.
And we're back here at Martz Hall, and North Schuylkill leads 20-5 over Pine Grove, and we are right back into it. And tell me your thoughts on the first quarter.
North Schuylkill does what North Schuylkill does very well, and if you miss shots, they're going to get the ball out, rebound, and go. And they got some layups off of some transition points, and Pine Grove has to do a better job of limiting those transition points. Pine Grove, honestly, is getting a lot of good shots in there. You see a great shot and a great hit by Schneck Haynes for a bucket.
And yes, they are taking very smart shots. They just weren't falling for the first 5 minutes of the game. That ball is out of bounds on Burke. Pine Grove will take over. As that's just forcing it. As that shot's made by Mangle, extending North Schuylkill's lead to 22-7. Feltley slowing things down here. Store over to Nunes, and Nunes for three. And that three-pointer falls. Same exact shot where she was closing out the first quarter, but this one hits.
Yeah, she's a real good three-point shooter. The other night against Minersville, she had like 4, and it totally changed the composition of the game. And she had a real nice ball game. That's Gorillick with the offensive rebound, but missed.
Good job to follow their shot there, but Pine Grove will take over here. Pine Grove really taking it slow. Feltley inside to Haynes. Haynes squares up to the basket and goes up and can't get the two, excuse me. Mangle kicks it up to Burke, and Burke with a strong layup there, and that falls. She's having a great start to this basketball game.
She is, and they are always looking to push the ball and get it ahead. Looks like that's going to be a turnover, Pine Grove turnover.
Burke averaging close to 9 points a game at 8.6, and she's off to a very strong start. Mangle for North Schuylkill here. Hall over to Wetzel. Up top to Grillick, over to the corner to Burke. She can't hit rim. Pine Grove coming up, kicks up to Stewart. Stewart, great defense there by Mangle. Coons over to Feltley. Feltley back over to Stewart. Stewart for three.
Ooh, in and out. In and out.
Burke. Over to Wetzel. Jump ball here. Arrow favors Pine Grove, or excuse me,
North
Schuylkill. Inbound to Wetzel. Over to Gorillick. Gorillick pulls up, and she hits. Savannah Gorillick off to it feels like everyone on North Schuylkill is having a great game so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of points on the board, 26 points, and we still have 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
They're really living up to that 20-2 record.
Yes. There's definitely a lot of scoring power on that team. It's a good look.
As Haynes uses the bank. I know my bank is closed after 5 o'clock, but
hey, that's all right.
That is
a little miscommunication, although there was a good cut by Mangle. I thought she didn't think that was coming for her. She thought that was going somewhere else for one of her other teammates.
But possession stays with them, so
yeah,
they can just do it all over again.
Sure.
Burke over to Hall. Inside. Great find there to Wetzel. And Wetzel just can't hit that layup.
I'm sure she wants that shot back.
Absolutely.
Good ball movement.
Coons at the top inside to Haynes. Haynes up and with a strong
nice.
two.
Strong move from the high post.
North Schuylkill leads 26-14. Inside the Hall, great defense there by Feltley.
She has those long arms to knock the ball around. So good defensive recovery for the Pine Grove Lady Cardinals.
Feels like they just can't break that 12-point deficit.
Yeah.
Feltley for 3. Just short.
And so you see this nice penetration. That's a sophomore going to the hoop. So she has some good years ahead of her. If she's making those kinds of moves as a sophomore, she's got a bright future ahead of her. It's good experience for this team.
Sophomore and the tallest on the team, so
Yeah.
they rely on her a lot
Sure.
at that young age.
Oh, that's great defense on Mengel.
Great block there as Pine Grove is going quickly down the floor. Had numbers there for a split second.
Yeah. Oh,
Leffler fouled on the way up. She's going to be shooting 3.
I'm thinking she's getting 3, yeah. Kaylee Leffler
Freshman.
to the line for 3.
55% free throw shooter.
Little lefty. Missed on the first one.
And free throws in games like this are where they come up big. I was covering a game last week, and the team lost by 5, and they missed 15 free throws. And
Yep.
that's what's going to get you.
I will tell you, this is probably, out of any gym I've ever played in my life, it's the hardest place because you're looking through a clear glass and you're seeing people behind you. It's a tough one to shoot at for sure.
As North Schuylkill Koch inbounding the ball. Mangle. As this is going to be a
I think that was there was a touch.
they were saying a tip. Even Gorillick looked confused when she picked it up.
Yeah.
But Burke's shot is blocked, so Pine Grove gets it back anyways. Stewart kicks it all the way across the court. Stewart for 3. Misses right.
You get a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Should
Pine
be
Grove.
Pine Grove, right.
Inbounding it is Christina Becker. Inside the Leffler. And Haynes working the paint.
That's quick swing.
Coons.
There's your 3-point shot. Oh,
Coons
she's
hit.
great shot. Great shot. Good ball movement, good decision making on the court right there.
Came into tonight's ball game with 44 threes, and tonight she has 2, so make that 46 as of right now. Leads the team by almost double the person in second. As North Schuylkill tries to answer, and that hits front iron. 26-17, minute 40 here in the first.
You know, another part of Pine Grove's attack here offensively is if we have the ball, they don't, they can't score. So I think that might be part of Coach Burke's philosophy here. Hey, we could run some clock, get a good shot. Oh, there's a good pass inside. Knocked out of bounds, stay here. But
yes, and
I'm thinking it's part of the idea here. And there you can see the quick swing to Felty over to Coons, and beautiful 3-point shot right there.
it's kind of like in football when you're playing a powerhouse, you want to run the ball
Yeah,
so that
absolutely.
they don't have it back
yeah,
in
they
their
can't
hands.
touch it. It's good for us. So they are being patient, moving the ball. And as a result, sometimes defensively, you do get a little bit lackadaisical. And there's an open 3-point shot.
Becker can't connect. Everyone looking for a foul there.
Hard to tell from our position, but there's a lot of referees in the room.
Gorillick, she hits
Carolyn
from 3.
connects on it.
And that 12-point lead is back for North Schuylkill.
And that's what happens. North Schuylkill, with their ability to score off of missed shots, off of turnovers, they just do a very good job of doing that.
Leffler She goes over to Coons.
Yeah, I don't think Coons is going to get another look anytime soon after hitting those 2 threes.
Haynes was trying to take a tough shot there.
And here we go in transition. Nice bounce pass over to Wetzel.
And Wetzel
Jump shot up and good.
Now, I know there was 30 seconds on the clock there, but if I was Pine Grove, I would have
maybe
held it down to like the last shot. I would have figured something out there.
Easier said than done with high school kids, I'm telling you.
Leffler pulls up from mid-range. As here comes North Schuylkill trying to hit a buzzer beater here. Wetzel
and
hits
they
it.
They count the bucket. Yes, they did.
Maddie Wetzel hits it.
We see Gorilla eyes up, looking down. She knows exactly where she's going with that ball, and Maddie Wetzel connects. Great thing about Martell, too, is that they have those the scoreboards that light up that really help the officials be able to count whether or not this is a good bucket.
Score is 33-17. And we're going to send you down to our sideline reporters here in just a moment, as they're going to be talking to Coach Rich Wetzel of North Schuylkill. Luke, go ahead and take it away.
I'm here with Coach Rich Wetzel of the North Schuylkill Spartans. So, Coach, thoughts on your first half performance?
Yeah, I mean, we have to clean a couple of things up defensively. We gave them a couple easy looks, and our transition's what keeps us in it, so we got to keep that going, too.
Got it. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Luke. Luke, a student of North Schuylkill. And our score here at halftime, is North Schuylkill 33, Penn Grove 17. You're watching the D11sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine. We'll be right back with our halftime thoughts.
I believe that St. Luke's and our coaches are going to provide the safest and most comprehensive training environment that a student athlete would want. Hopefully they come to us and they leave and there's not another need to be filled. Your daughter or son's team can come to us and we provide it all.
On the ground, go!
The team atmosphere and the team that we have put together of sport performance coaches and athletic trainers is why parents should choose St. Luke's University Health Network for their sport performance needs.
There's not another orthopedic group, sports medicine group, healthcare system in the country that has high-level, degree certified, years of experience.
Bench, hip thrust, or floor, we know what block A is, and then let me get another group of 7.
Certified athletic trainers and the performance coaches are assigned to schools and they are there and they are getting the teams and doing team training around sports schedules and the student activity schedules. That's primarily where it's done. We also provide training here, like at this facility. We provide a comprehensive training program that is the most up-to-date training advancements. It's the safest it can be.
We got our A-walks, remember, good.
It's not about gimmicks. Our guys are all educated and have the science behind what they're doing, a rhyme or reason to what they're doing. And we have leadership that will make sure that we're going to provide the best service there is. We actually care about your kids.
Focusing on getting my butt back and my chest up.
People don't know how to use this stuff, and so you need someone to teach them and to help them navigate it in a way that's going to be productive, that's not going to hurt them.
They trust me to put together a workout, and they're always asking questions about it, which is great. You know, I wanted them to have that trust that, you know, I'm going to help them succeed on and off the court.
Every coach, every parent, they want what's best for their student. Okay? They want what's going to help them be the best version of themselves. And so that's what we can provide. I don't think there's anything in this area that can rival it.
Come watch the Lehigh Valley Legends play and see what all the excitement is about. Starting this March at the Kirby Sports Center at Lafayette College. Buy your tickets now at www.lehighvalleylegends.com. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers the athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. DMT Security is a locally owned and operated security company, presentedly serving most all of Pennsylvania. They provide all phases of security services for your home and business. They offer free estimates and have very competitive pricing and superior customer service. Let DM2 Security start protecting you today. Check them out on the web at www.dm2security.com. It's a small price to pay for your peace of mind. If you are a student from any District 11 school and are interested in broadcasting, journalism, or photography, check out d11sports.com. Follow your dream and get close to the action as you take part in our student internship program. For more information, contact your athletic director or reach out to Al or Dave at d11sports.com. Our score here at halftime is North Schuylkill 33, Pen Grove 17. Now tell me, what are some of the numbers you have here for the first half?
Well, as far as North Schuylkill with 33, very balanced scoring. They got points coming from all over the place. Cameron Mengel has 4 points. Maddie Wetzel is leading with 8, and actually Savannah Gorillick is leading with 11 points. We also have Olivia Burke chipping with 6, and Maddie Hall 2, and off the bench, Haley Koch is also in the books for 4 points. So you got a lot of points, 33 points and a half. There are some games where a lot of teams only scored 33 points in a whole entire game. So you can see the offensive power that North Schuylkill throws at you. They're always going to convert. Most of the time, I say not always, but a lot of the times, a high percentage of the time, they're going to convert off of your miscues. As far as Pine Grove, for a total of 17 in the first half, they are led by the sophomore Schneck Haynes for 6 points. Marissa Seward has a 3. Kaylin Felty has 2. Kyla Kuhn has 2 big 3s. And I'm going to guess that Coach Rich Wetzel is going to have a closer eye on her in the second half because of her ability to shoot that shot, especially if they're disciplined and move the ball. So looking forward, Pine Grove, coming back, they're not going to lay down. They're a team that has a lot of pride, a lot of history in their program, and I'm sure they're going to battle to the end.
Now, if we can pull up our standings here for the 2022-2023 Schuylkill League. North Schuylkill up top there, 14-0. We're going to see Blue Mountain in our next game here, and Minersville at 12-1, who just got beat by Pine Grove, and Marion at 13-0. So tell me, what are your thoughts, as an official for some of these teams, what are your thoughts on the standings for the year?
North Schuylkill, obviously, with their style of game and their offensive, they have 3 kids that are going to go play in college. So that speaks a lot to the talent level that they have. And that's pretty hard to find in a lot of other teams. If you think back to like last year, Jim Thorpe had that same type of team where they had 3 really good quality kids, ladies that went on to play at the collegiate level. Some of the other divisions, Marion had a real good year, 13-0. Their only loss on the season was to Allentown Central Catholic, I believe.
Yes.
And then you see, some of these other schools, they battle within their division. And so even when you look at the third place team in Division I, Pine Grove and Jim Thorpe and Panther Valley, they were all battling for that third place team, or for the third place spot in the Schuylkill League, which is something different this year. We never had 6 teams before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice being a big school that you get that third spot. And then also for Division II and III, it was the next best team was able to get in. So it was a battle, and it was kind of neat to see, everybody have that extra quarterfinal game. It gives, the opportunity for a lot of other teams and fans and spectators and officials to be a part of this, and it's just a great place and a great atmosphere at this time of year.
Now, I have just a question for you. Being an official, when you're looking at these teams play, what was one team that you're just like, wow, this team's just different from the rest? Like, they really stick out.
You know what? I think it's weird to say, but Schuylkill League basketball has a flavor all their own, and they all seem to have a certain type of mentality and flavor to them. I've had the opportunity to officiate in some other different leagues, and there is a difference, believe it or not, in the way the girls and the coaches, how they interact and what they produce on the court. So I can't really say one versus the other, but there is definitely a common theme and a feel for Schuylkill League girls basketball.
Now, We are just a minute away from second half basketball here. What do you think Coach Burke just quickly said to his team in the locker room before they came out?
You know, I would say they at the second quarter, I mean, North Schuylkill blew up in the first quarter for 20 points. Second quarter, it was only, North Schuylkill only outscored them by 3 points. So he has to be happy with that second quarter effort.
Yeah,
so you want to have some positive. Of course, you're going to be the pros and the cons, the positive and the negatives. And I would say that's a really good positive. And I hope he emphasized that point that said, hey, we could play with this North Schuylkill team. And by evidence of the points in that second quarter.
Yeah, speaking with him in the pregame, he seemed like a very honest coach. Me being a former athlete, I always got that corny go out and win the second half type of speech.
Well, yeah.
Or like they put socks on, we put socks on type thing. But I feel like he definitely gave him a whole, we can win this game.
Sure.
Just start being more physically and be able to keep up and get back on defense.
Yeah. And try to limit the turnovers and and value each possession, which I think was definitely a message.
As North Schuylkill is going to start off the second half here. Mangle working on Stewart. Hands it off to Wetzel. Inside to Grillick, and she can't get the N1, but she will go to the line to shoot.
That was going to be on Kyla Coons. Her second on the evening.
It's also not often you see a team have two 1,000-point scorers on the team at once.
No, it is a unique situation for sure.
When I was filling out the rosters and looking at the stats and I saw that, I was like, this team's got to be something special.
Yeah. And they've played a lot of basketball over the years, and I can't even imagine how many points they scored in the offseason.
Oh, yeah. Stewart swings it over, to Leffler. Over to Coons, who Coons had a great job shooting the three in the first half for her Pine Grove squad. As Pine Grove looks like, as we mentioned before, it's just going to try and milk the clock.
Yeah, they're pretty content with running time off the clock, kind of keeping this close as they can.
As Leffler, looked like she had a shot there, but hands it off to Haynes.
Yeah.
And Haynes' shot just sat on the rim. As Burks goes up and gets the two. Haynes over to Leffler. Leffler takes a strong shot and gets a nice two. And that's what you're going to have to do when you're going up against a zone like that.
Yeah, they have to, sometimes it is okay, to take it to the basket and force them to play defense.
As Burke connects from three. Haynes swings it over to Stewart. It seems like Coons is the one that's always like, all right, guys.
Settle down.
Settle down. Burke intercepts the pass from Leffler.
I'm going to give that defensive possession to Coach Wetzel. he's directing traffic on defense.
As Mangle can't get two.
I think he enjoys coaching defense more than offense, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. The sound, you can probably hear him through the headset.
Yep.
Haynes from the short corner. And that shot falls for the sophomore. Mangle over to Wetzel. Grillick steps back. Tough shot. But Hall gets the loose ball and gets the two for North Schuylkill. 41-21, and that lead grew quick there for North Schuylkill as we have a Pine Grove timeout here.
That ball gets knocked around, and North Schuylkill always has their nose on the ball. They just have a feel for where it's going to be, and that was a quick, easy bucket for, who was that, Maddie Hall.
Yeah, Maddie Hall. And this looks like it feels like a deja vu moment how the game started off where Pine Grove took that early timeout. But this time it's different. This time you're down 20. And so how do you tell your team, like, we got to get the gears flowing for the second half?
hey, you just got to keep battling. And you know what? And you just got to win the next possession and possession by possession. And at this point in time, you know, with him being a younger coach, and it's just a tremendous effort just to be in this game. And so, hey, they just got to go out there and battle. Just keep battling, keep battling. This is a very, very good North Schuylkill basketball team. And you're going to see this team playing quite a few games after this game tonight.
I believe
and
it.
deep into the districts and inner districts as well.
Now, right here for Pine Grove, what they have to do is Stewart, kick it over to Haynes, and then Leffler just going to have to catch it, or you can do it that way too, and just go as quick as you can, because I feel like it worked for them a couple possessions, and I think that's going to work out good for you. Haynes over to Leffler. Good idea.
Yeah.
Just
but those turnovers stacking up, and you go walk away with empty possessions and empty points. North Schuylkill can just come down and convert on this.
Just like any sport, whoever wins the turnover battle, you most likely end up winning the game. Burke thought about it, pulls it back. Gorilick. Nice strong shot. Stewart working with Burke. Coons. Haynes working on Gorilick, but Burke sort of stole it there for a second.
And you know what? The more, you know, as I'm trying to listen, and we'll watch this replay here, there's a kick out, and Gorilick with her left hand driving in. Nice shot.
Some contact there, too.
Yeah, she finishes well if there is some contact.
As Stewart misses on her three-point attempt. Wetzel's shot falls. Feels like everything's falling for North Schuylkill, and Penn Grove just can't even buy a shot.
And North Schuylkill continues that full court pressure. And it's more a zone press.
As we have a foul on the floor here. That's Haley Koch.
And it's almost, North Schuylkill plays this zone defense, almost like a matchup zone. And a matchup zone, more or less, you could see how who's ever in your zone, they're almost playing them man-to-man, and they get some steals off of it.
As Burke's in the corner, looks down low. Good look there, Gorilick, but Haynes with the foul there. Scores 45-21 with 3:40 on the clock in the third.
There's another perfect example of moving without the ball. There's a good cut, screen. They move very, very well without the ball. It's better than a lot of boys' teams, I can honestly say.
No, I completely agree with you. It's like they have trackers of where everyone is, and they just know where they're at. Foul on Stewart. Mangle at the line to shoot. 50 for 75 on the year.
This is a first, but she'll get another.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think a lot of basketball left in this game.
Yeah, that one looks better.
Haynes in the middle. Becker to Coons.
Now it appears that North Schuylkill changed their defense. Now they're straight man. That's forcing her to pick up the ball.
Stewart down low.
Good defense.
Stewart just puts it up.
A nice shot.
I feel like she just put that one up because she thought she was gonna get a 3-second call there.
Yeah, and I think she had a little bit of height advantage, and she's an athletic girl, so she was able to jump. There's this three-pointer by Burke.
Yeah, standing at 5'7". Becker over to Stewart. Stewart attacking the basket.
Ooh.
Shot was there, finish wasn't.
We got a foul. So yeah, she had a nice step back and pull-up jumper, saw some daylight, so she threw it up and had a good bucket for Pine Grove.
Haynes is a 76% free throw shooter, and that's just the announcer's jinx right there.
Yeah, it was.
It happens to me all the time.
It does,
I'm just
honestly.
bad luck. I'm just bad luck.
You're not the only one.
You grow to just accept it at one point. Well, she makes the second, though. 46-24, 2:40 on the clock. Inside to Mangle. Mangle with a strong take. He fouled on the way up. Felt like we didn't really see that many fouls in the first half.
We didn't, and actually I was going to comment on that. I think there was 3 in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to mention that. That's Marissa Stewart's second foul.
You know,
Mangle misses the first.
You know it though. They gotta work for that paycheck. Those officials.
That's right.
Mangle makes the second. As Becker back to Stewart. And the thing is North Schuylkill's so good at just getting back on defense and just setting up and reading passes just like that.
Yeah, all their guards are, they're really long. They have long arms, and they take up a lot of room out there. And then they get their hands on a lot, and they get a lot of deflections because of that.
As Stewart can't hit nothing. As we have another timeout here by Pine Grove. DM2 Security is a locally owned and operated security company serving in most all of Pennsylvania. They provide all phases of security services for your home and business. They offer free estimates and have very competitive pricing and superior customer service. Let DM2 Security start protecting you today. Check them out on the web at www.dm2security.com. It's a small price to pay for your peace of mind. As the lead is 23 for North Schuylkill, as it grew quick as they came out of the half. And now it's just Pine Grove just trying to find anything at this point.
Well, change here. Pine Grove picking up full court, trying to press the action. Oh, and
it
well
works.
done. I think that was a good move by Kyler Burke. That's what he needs, a little change up, full court press.
Give them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, and they got a turnover.
The only downside with full court press is you just hope you have depth on your bench because it drains the players.
Yes, it does.
And I feel like North Schuylkill, that's why they have so much success, is that they have the depth. As Gorillick over to the corner to Burke. Burke's shot can't fall. Stewart. As Mango is called with the block there.
It was a good aggressive take by Stewart to try to drive with their left hand into the baseline.
They've been able to get to the short corner, and when they get to it, they just really haven't been able to finish for most of the night. As Stewart shoots for 3. Can't fall. And Burke, who's having an excellent performance tonight, as Wetzel gets fouled. Going to the line to shoot, Maddie Wetzel.
And that's going to be Marissa Stewart's third foul. Got some subs coming in. You know what I noticed about North Schuylkill, too? When they pull down a rebound, whoever gets the rebound starts the break. They're not outletting to anybody else at that particular time, like old school basketball, where if you had a 6-foot girl in there, old school, kick it out, outlet, and then proceed. Everybody else takes off, and that girl starts the fast break. That's why they're successful.
You see that in all levels of basketball now. I think everyone's just gotten more athletic, it feels like, because it feels like you could be at 6'8", and you'd be able to do anything with the basketball. Becker in the corner as Coons gets the loose ball. Leffler having quite the quiet second half.
It's Maddie Wetzel's second foul.
Leffler attacking the hoop. Good take.
Yeah, nice hesitation dribble and change his speed to explode through.
As Mangle looks like she may have gotten poked in the eye.
You got her. He's going to get a sub.
Maddie Hall's going to check in.
That's a good sub. There's 45 seconds to go. Obviously, Cameron Mangle got poked in the eye. Just needs a minute. Regroup, get a drink.
Zimmerman going to be inbounding it here for Pine Grove. Close to a 5-second call there. Coons looking to get stuff set up. Haynes working the paint. Jump ball. Staying here with Pine Grove. Leffler. Good pass inside to find Haynes for two. 49-26, 20 seconds left here in the third. Burke with the hesitation and a strong take.
Nice.
I feel like all of North Schuylkill's players can just finish in the paint.
They got a lot of weapons, that's for sure. Lots of weapons. It's a luxury for Coach Wetzel. There's a nice pull-up shot before the buzzer.
The final score at the end of the third, excuse me. North
So Burke
Schuylkill.
driving in with that right hand, going up through a little bit of contact, up and good. And like we said, there are a lot of weapons on that team.
They can always finish. And your score here at the end of the third, North Schuylkill 51, Pine Grove 26. You're watching the D11 Sports Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
Do you suffer from nagging neck or back pain? The St. Luke's Comprehensive Spine Program can get you better, faster. We're easy to access and don't require a referral. We'll call you, discuss your symptoms, and put you on a path to healing with the most appropriate provider. Call 1-866-ST. Luke's, option 6, or fill out the online form.
Interested in a medical career? Consider St. Luke's if you want to be a doctor or a nurse. Based in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, we are the area's only 4-year medical school and the largest provider of medical residencies and fellowships, and the country's longest-running school of nursing, trained at an organization that is nationally recognized in education, patient care, and quality. See why we are ranked the nation's #1 teaching hospital. Where you train matters. The best doctors and nurses.
And we are back here from Mart's Hall. North Schuylkill is leading the way here as they have led most of the game. And they extend their lead by Mangle taking a great, strong layup right there.
They make it look so easy, don't they?
They do. They make it look effortless.
They do. We all know that the game of basketball is really not that easy, but very talented girls out there, and they do. It's enjoyable to watch.
Coons back over to Leffler. Leffler attacking straight at the heart of that defense as Haynes gets the miss and puts it up for two. And for a sophomore, she's having a terrific outing today.
Yeah, she's leading with 13 points for Pine Grove. 13 of their 28. She's having a nice game.
As North Schuylkill had numbers there, but Burke just couldn't catch the pass there.
North Schuylkill still continuing to apply that full court pressure, not overly aggressive, just forcing you to slow it down, forcing you to make the turnovers.
Yes. As that shot, a little too much mustard on it as Haynes gets the loose ball. And Stewart for three. She misses, but Pine Grove's all of a sudden getting every single rebound, it feels like. North Schuylkill looking to slow it down. Looks inside to Gorilick. Gorilick can't shoot the shot there. As Leffler and Pine Grove are trying to slowly chip away at this. Coons for three.
That's the first look she had in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of containing her here in the second half. As Mangle gets the tough too.
Yeah, she moves really well in transition. She finishes very well with her left hand.
Feels like every shot for North Schuylkill here in the second half has just been copy and paste. Feels like it's been the same thing.
Yeah. Good ball movement. It's a nice take by Felty. Looks like she lost it off her foot, though. Right idea. So here's Cameron. A little crossover, a little hesitation, step around the defender, up and in. What makes her, a college recruit is the fact that she is so good with both hands.
Yeah.
And she can finish with both hands. And that's what separates an average player from a really good player. Oh, that's a great look inside bounce pass. Then a good hustle by the girls there.
Two Pine Grove players with a tough collision right there. Feltley taking it down here for Pine Grove. Haynes.
Good swing. There's Coons for a good look, open look.
There's nothing falling for him right now.
It was a good shot, though.
Yeah, it was a great shot selection.
Happy with that offense. Wetzel up and in. She has an uncanny ability to get to the basket.
Yeah.
And she uses the glass so well. The ball just kisses off that glass. Been watching her for years.
Having a great senior campaign, too. As good pressure there by Pine Grove, but North Schuylkill was able to break that corner. As Burke was looking over for Hall, and that ball is intercepted by Coons. Feltley pulls up. Can't connect. And here comes North Schuylkill. Cameron Mangle is looking for an inside pass.
You see here, you see the push back up. And there's Wetzel with that soft kiss up off the glass. And it drops off. Like, it's the weirdest angle, but she does it all the time.
It is. It looks like she kind of just throws it up and just hopes for the best.
It's almost like playing pool, but like basketball, the way she gets these angles.
As the score is 57-28 with 4:07 on the clock, and Pine Grove takes their third timeout of the second half. And with the score looking like this and time dwindling down, what are you saying to your team right now?
Well, you got 4 minutes, and this is a good opportunity again for some of his younger players. Good experience for Schneck Haynes. She's only a sophomore. You got Marissa Stewart coming back. You got some seniors. Let them have a good time on this floor. Let their parents enjoy this experience. Watching them as seniors play in Martz Hall. There's no better venue to play in, and the memories that they're making are priceless. And the pictures, because we all know these kids love their Facebook and Instagram and all. I don't even know what is out there anymore. But they'll look good on the court. So, and it does look like he did substitute this last time to get some other of his younger players into the ball game now. So I think that might have been one of his purpose in that timeout, actually, with 4 minutes to go.
Zimmerman inbounds it to Leffler. Swings it over. Schaefer attacking. Zimmerman back with the ball in her hands. That shot can't fall there for Pine Grove. Zimmerman over to Becker, and Becker can't fall, but Zimmerman gets the miss and gets her own miss. Almost had a perfect opportunity there for a putback. Wetzel almost with a carry, but she got fouled on the way up. I felt like even she noticed that she carried there a little bit.
It's a little tricky there. Wetzel at the line for 2. She'll connect on the first. And it appears that Coach Wetzel is also going to get some substitutes in here.
Two for 2 from the line. Kaylee Lucas checks in for North Schuylkill. And here comes Pine Grove as North Schuylkill has completely stopped full court pressing. Schaefer over to Leftley at the top. Becker, and she hits for 3. Mangle and the Lady Spartans are coming down with 3 minutes on the clock. Trying to hopefully put a nail in this coffin as Maddie Hall shoots. Tried to answer that 3, but Lucas gets the loose ball. Hall. Over to Koch. Mangle inside to Lucas. And North Schuylkill trying to reset it again. Is there a 30-second timeout here called by North Schuylkill?
So there's a nice open look.
Yeah, great job.
3-point shot.
Just end on a high note. I think it's what you have to do at this point. But no, I think it's been a great ball game for both sides, and even Pine Grove at the beginning who was really fighting well in my honest opinion at the beginning, as they just couldn't really break that 12-point deficit for the longest time.
Yeah, and you know, North Schuylkill is averaging, they're approaching their average. They're at 59 now. Their average is 65 points per game, and they hold their opponents to 39. So, you know, they're right in the neighborhood of where they normally do their work. So it's pretty much on paper.
Yeah, math's adding up.
What you would expect, you know, according to, you know, numbers, but numbers don't necessarily always tell the story. There's a nice drive by Koch.
Koch can't get the shot to fall. And here comes Leffler. Zimmerman. Back over to Becker. As Zimmerman gets the ball poked out of her hands. A little foul on Zimmerman. 59-31, a minute 45 on the clock. North Schuylkill is leading Pine Grove here in the Schuylkill League semifinals. After this, we have Marion and Blue Mountain next here on D11 Sports. That shot cannot fall for Conti. Loose ball. Going back to North Schuylkill. So North Schuylkill.
So both coaches here taking a good opportunity to get some of their younger players on the court to experience what it's like just to be in Martell.
Yeah.
Okay, it's starting to fill up for the second game. We got
Awesome
Blue
venue.
Mountain, Marion.
Awesome venue. My first time in here, and my jaw kind of dropped when I saw it. That shot for North Schuylkill falls. Haley Koch for 3. as this Pine Grove swings it over to Zimmerman.
Still being very patient, looking for an open shot, and they finally get an open shot from that deep right corner.
That's a very strong attempt there. And that's going to be the final. North Schuylkill 62, Pine Grove 31, and North Schuylkill moves on to the championship game on Friday night as they will take on the winner of Marion and Blue Mountain. We'll have an interview in just a moment as we have our sideline reporters. Luke Stefanowski, who's a student of North Schuylkill, and Anna Howland, a student of Lee Heighton. They try to get the coach and player of the game.
Don't start it yet, because I don't want those. No, just let me finish. Hey, where'd you get those guys last night? Oh man, I saw you walk in. I get you over here too. I said, just get over here. I've seen Socks a couple of times. He's out and about. No, we're going, whatever it is, bring the budget at 7:35.
As we're going to send you down to our sideline announcers, Luke and Anna, with our player of the game, Maddie Wetzel. Yeah, we're going to send you down to our sideline announcers now with Maddie
here
Wetzel.
With the D11 player of the game, Maddie Wetzel. After tonight, this is your 4th Schuylkill League championship that you'll be going to in a row. How does that feel as a player?
It feels really good to go all 4 of my senior years, or all 4 of my varsity years. It just feels good.
And what did you guys do tonight, in your opinion, that got you to being able to pull off a win?
Well, we're very fast-paced, and we push the ball a lot really well, and our shooting has been good, and just our defense, for sure.
That's amazing. Good luck with the rest of your season. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Maddie Wetzel had a terrific performance, and I'm not sure if you have any final numbers you'd like to give off, but...
Yeah, unofficially.
Unofficial.
Sometimes I was never good at keeping the book. I either was coaching or
you
playing.
And me both.
I like to officiate. Don't let me do the numbers. I'm not a numbers person. So unofficially, when you look at Maddie Wetzel being player of the game, she did lead North Schuylkill with 16 points. Followed by Savannah Gorillick with 13. Olivia Burke had 13 and a great ball game, and Cameron Mangle with double figures, rounding out with 10. So you had 4 girls in double figures. You had Maddie Hall chipping in with 4, and Haley Couch off the bench with 5. So you couldn't ask for better balance than what you see with this team. As for the Pine Grove Lady Cardinals, Kaylin Felty had 4 points. And again, these are unofficial. Kyla Coons had 6 points. And those 6 points came in the second quarter when she hit those 2 big threes. But I think that's where Coach Wetzel tightened it up in the second half. And she only got, I think, if I can remember, only 2 open looks there. The sophomore, Ayla Schneck-Haynes, had a really nice game, had 13 of their 31 points. Marissa Stewart had 5 points, and then chipping in, Christina Becker hit that 3 towards the end of the game in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, so our final score here, North Schuylkill 62, Pine Grove 31. North Schuylkill will move on to the Schuylkill League Championship game on Friday night, and they'll take on the winner of Blue Mountain or Marion. And I think it was a pretty good first game for us.
Hey, you know what? It's always nice to be in Martel. I don't care what kind of game I'm watching. It could be little kids, it could be big kids. I don't care. But yeah, it's a fun atmosphere to be involved in, and you can see they did put 28 minutes on the clock, so they're giving the girls a little bit extra time to stretch. They will start the clock at the 15-minute mark, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, signing off here. My name is Tyler Carlbon, alongside my colleague for this game, Corrine Fritz, and make sure to stay tuned for the next game between Marion and Blue Mountain. We would like to thank our sideline reporters too, Luke Stefanisco and Anna Howland. We'll be right back after this short break.